The movie is set in the year 10,000 BC, and it revolves around a tribe called the Yagals. They are fearless people living in the mountains with little to no idea of the outside world. All they do is eat, sleep, procreate, and repeat. However, with the sudden climate change, their condition deteriorates. The Yagals find it very hard to hunt their only source of food, mammoths. One day, two hunters returned to the village with a small girl named Evelet. She had been holding onto her dead mother, and the hunters were impressed by her bright blue eyes, which they never saw before. The tribe's shaman, known as the Old Mother, channels the spirits to share a prophecy. Four-legged demons will come to their valley on the day of their last hunt. A mighty warrior will arise from this hunt, who will take Evelet as his wife, and together they'll lead the tribe into a new life with no more hunger. However, the tribe's chief doesn't believe the prophecy and wants to find an alternate way to feed his people instead of waiting for a hunt that could take years. So the same night, he leaves the village before giving his best friend, Tik-Tik, his white spear, asking him to protect his son, Dole. The next morning, word spreads about the chief's disappearance, and he is painted as a coward who can't protect his own village. Because of this, his son, Dole, is bullied by the other kids mercilessly. As time passes, the boy loses all his friends, and the only person who talks to him is Evelet, because she understands how hard it is to be alone since the four-legged demons killed her people. Touched by her company, Dole promises he'll never let her be alone again. The movie then fast-forwards many years into the future, where an adult Dole and Evelet eventually fall in love with each other. The hunting season has already arrived, and the Old Mother tells everyone that Karen will marry Evelet because he has become a recognized warrior of the tribe. Later, a worried Evelet approaches Dole and asks him to run away together, but Dole refuses to run like his father did and promises to win the hunt. At that moment, Barku announces the mammoths have arrived. Tik-Tik reminds the hunters that the one that kills a mammoth will claim the white spear and be the new chief before guiding them to the field. They chase after the giant beasts until one of them eventually gets caught in the trap. However, as the hunters approach to kill it, the mammoth suddenly gets up and flees. Tik-Tik tells the hunters to let go of the net because the beast's too strong, but Dole's hand is stuck in the net and can't let go. Thus, the mammoth drags him away with it. After a while, the mammoth finally frees itself from the net and charges at Dole. However, in a shocking turn of events, it accidentally impales itself with a spear stuck upright on the ground. The tribe immediately comes to save him and congratulates him for killing a mammoth alone, which nobody has ever done before. Therefore, the Old Mother hands him the white spear and also appoints him as the new chief. The mammoth is taken back to be eaten, and the tribe throws a celebration, but Dole is overwhelmed with guilt because the death of the mammoth had been an accident. He asks Tik-Tik for advice because lying is bad, but he doesn't want to lose Evelet, and Tik-Tik reminds him it's not the way of the Yagal to claim the white spear with a lie. So, Dole hands the spear over to him, determined to make things right. But when he confesses the same thing to Evelet, she becomes angry and leaves. The next morning, the Old Mother's prophecy becomes true, and the tribe is suddenly attacked by the four-legged demons, revealing themselves to be just horse riders. They capture all the strong people to be used as slaves and kill anyone that dares challenge them. Barku hides in a hut and has to watch how his mother is killed by One Eye. Dole fell asleep outside the tribe to deal with his guilt and is woken up by the screaming, so he immediately comes to help. However, Tik-Tik stops him because they have no chance against them. The leader of the riders, known as Warlord, notices Evelet's beauty and decides to take her for himself. After the riders leave with a bunch of new slaves, the survivors try to take care of what's left of the tribe. Dole decides he wants to go after the riders, and Tik-Tik and Karen accept to go with him. Even Barku joins them, as he is now hell-bent on avenging his mother's death. As the group sets out on their journey, they discover scattered fragments of Evelet's necklace, reassuring them that they are on the right track. However, their path takes them through a treacherous forest filled with dangerous creatures. It turns out the demons are also in the same forest, and as they are moving, a terror bird suddenly attacks them. One of the demons is instantly killed, but before any more damage is done, the leader quickly rushes them out of the area. Meanwhile, Dalek overtly follows them and arrives at their makeshift camp. He is now waiting for the perfect opportunity to attack them. However, when Evelyn is harassed by a demon member named One-Eye, Dalek comes out of hiding and knocks him out. He immediately frees her and runs into the forest, where they come across the rest of the group. Unfortunately, before they can get far, the demons spot them and capture Karen. The chase is suddenly interrupted by the attack of terror birds. While the riders fight the birds, Barku climbs a tree and Tik-Tik tries to defend himself, only to get wounded. The group tries to hide among the trees, and Dalek promises Evelyn he'll be back soon before he rushes out to distract the birds away from Barku. He bravely takes them deep into the forest and kills them one by one. However, when Dalek returns to his group, he finds Barku and Evelyn being taken away by the demons. Dalek also finds Tik-Tik in severe condition, and so he builds a makeshift pallet to carry him along the way. At night, he treats Tik-Tik's wounds and reassures him that everything will be fine. However, when Dalek goes to fetch food, he accidentally falls inside a ditch, knocking himself out. That night, it begins to rain heavily, and the pit fills with water. The rain wakes Dalek up, and he notices a saber-toothed tiger in the pit with him.